Hi, I'm Vishwa. Nifty had a pretty good day today and Nifty was completely bullish. Pretty much all the sectors in the market was bullish today and the metal sector really outperformed very well. But although the Nifty was up by 0.8% today, the candle is really very small. We see a doji candle in Nifty today. Nifty is still hanging around this 15,000 area. We see that the Nifty still cannot break out above the zone and the Nifty is staying inside of it. So the close of today's candle is still below this 15,000 area and we also have a small real body. But nonetheless, the trend in Nifty is still bullish. Although these are small real bodies, we still see that the Nifty is constantly making higher highs and higher lows, and also the price gaps up about the previous day's highs every single day. Now for the fourth day in a row, Nifty is going up and the Nifty is doing the same thing. It opens right above the high of the previous day and it maintains in a bullish way. Although the candles are really weak, the trend is still intact in Nifty and we don't have any strong selling reaction from this area, because previously when the price hit the 15,000 area, we saw a strong bearish momentum coming in. Both of these times the sellers were really active, the sellers got really strong and we saw a down move from here. But this time not so much. Although this candle is a small real body, this is a doji candle, but still we see a positive close and a close above the prior high. So that indicates that there is still strength in Nifty. And now to continue on with this upward momentum, Nifty has to close above this key area of 15,000 and maintain there in order to go up, because even though there is no strong selling pressure, this 15,000 is a very strong resistance area. So for Nifty to be bullish, for Nifty to continue in this bullish momentum, it has to close and sustain above this 15,000 area. And in case of the price comes down, the previous low would act as a support level, because there is a gap here between today's low and yesterday's high. So this gap would be a support level for Nifty. So overall the sentiment in Nifty is bullish and we can look for buying opportunities. Now moving on to Bank Nifty, we see the Bank Nifty is trading in this small range. All these small real bodies are constantly moving up. So despite there is no strong bullish momentum, the overall trend indicates that the Bank Nifty is slowly going up. And these small real bodies have more buying pressure in them than selling pressure. Today we saw some selling pressure in Bank Nifty. We have this small upper shadow in this doji candle, but even if the price reacts to it and comes down, we can expect the price to take support at this lower line of the channel pattern. And currently Bank Nifty is taking resistance, is reacting to this 33,500 area, which acts as a psychological resistance. But if the price is able to break out above prior high and close above this trend line, then we can expect some buying momentum in Bank Nifty tomorrow. So both Nifty and Bank Nifty, although has a small real bodies, we can see that the buying momentum still continues in both Nifty and Bank Nifty, and we can expect this bullish momentum to continue in both of them tomorrow. Now moving on to the stocks, we have Nipun India Limited on our list, and in here we see the price is trading inside this one big consolidation for quite some time now. It has been trading inside this range for nearly 5 months now, and right now the price is going along with the market and we have this trend line pattern to which the price is reacting to. But we saw that the price had a little bit of trouble going up from this point. The reason for this was this strong resistance area. This bearish candle, the strong bearish candle, acted as a resistance when the price tried to go up from here. So we had a selling reaction to that resistance once the price hit it, and we saw some selling candles. We saw some pullbacks along the way. But these candles do tell us that this selling trend is not really strong, because the selling trend just cannot continue and this 50% of this bullish candle is acting as a support level and holding the prices as the price came down. Now finally what happened was the price broke out above this very strong resistance area and managed to close over it in a strong fashion. And this bullish candle wasn't really that strong because we see some upper shadow in it. So although there was a breakout yesterday, this bullish candle wasn't really strong. But what happened today was really a giveaway because it tells us that the selling candle also isn't strong. Although we see this selling pressure up top, this selling candle the selling momentum that started here cannot continue today, and we see the buyers are getting back right in because we see this lower shadow in Nipun India Limited that tells us that the buyers are really strong and getting active once the price hits this support level. So what was previously resistance is now acting as a support level, so we can take this as a breakout and a retest of the support area. So we can expect Nipun India Limited to continue on with its bullish momentum even for tomorrow. And moving on, the next stock we have on the list is PFC, Power Finance Corporation. And in here the selling trend is really giving up, and we can see that the price is taking a U-turn from this strong support area, right? And also once the price hit this area of support, we can see that the price really cannot continue, the selling trend cannot really continue, and the price began to consolidate. And the price had stayed inside this consolidation for nearly a month, and finally we see a breakout of this area. And this breakout is pretty strong because this bullish candle is very strong. And also we see that the selling pressure right here did not really do much. We had a selling pressure, but the selling trend did not really continue, which also tells us that the buyers are very active around these areas. And we also have this gap out of which the price broke as well. So the price broke out of a couple of resistances. One, we had a consolidation resistance, and the other one, we have a very strong gap that was created when the price hit the support level. So the price closed above both of these areas with a strong bullish momentum, so we can expect the PFC to be bullish tomorrow as well. Moving on to the next stock, we have Tech Mahindra. Tech Mahindra has been trading inside this box range for quite some time now, and the price did not really make any progress when it was inside the zone, and we see just a sloppy market. The stock is trading inside this box range, and here we have this 1000 area, a strong psychological area which is acting as a pivot area for this Tech Mahindra, and the price really has a hard time breaking above it, because whenever the price tries to break above it, we see the sellers are taking control of the stock. But right now we see that stock is forming a small triangle pattern right here, and this triangle pattern has been broken out of today by this very strong hammer candle. Now this hammer candle broke out of this triangle pattern in a strong way, indicating that there is a possibility for Tech Mahindra to go up. And also Tech Mahindra is taking support at this trend line from where we see this triangle pattern. And also this breakout is pretty strong, and we see that once the price hit this trend line, we see buying pressure all along, and the price cannot close below this area. And finally the price managed to close above the resistance, which indicates that it could be a good buying opportunity for tomorrow. Moving on, the next stock we have on the list is HDFC Bank. This selling trend in HDFC Bank was pretty sloppy because we don't really see any strong selling momentum. We see the bars are overlapping with each other. We only see a sloppy market that was just moving down, but we don't see any strong bearish trend here. And right now the price is at this area. We have a strong trend line here. As you can see, once the price broke out of here, we see this huge gap here once the price was near this area of support, but this selling pressure cannot really continue, and the buyers got really active and took the prices all the way back up. So we already had the support level active for 2 times now, because the prices hit this area and we saw the buying pressure, and for the second time the price is coming down, but once again this acted as a very strong support level. Now for the third time the price is testing this area, and even before this area is touched, we see the buyers are getting really active, and we see all the small real bodies near the support area after the strong fall. Now this tells us that the buying is being built up in HDFC Bank, and here we see that the selling candle is not really strong, and here we see that the price is constantly going up, creating higher highs and higher lows, just like Bank Nifty. And finally we see the selling candle, which isn't really very good, because we had a selling pressure yesterday, which was kind of a doji with a strong shadow on the upside, which indicates selling pressure, but this selling pressure on this doji candle cannot continue today. And also additionally we have buying pressure from lower levels, so we can't expect HDFC Bank to go up tomorrow because the selling pressure is completely weak around this area. So these are the stocks that we have on our list and we'll be watching tomorrow. So that's about it for today's video, and if you like the video, please hit the like button, because that would help us a lot. Do you have any of these stocks in your list? Do comment. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day. Cheers.